Welcome, everybody. It is February 19th at 5:31, and we're opening this meeting. Do we need a motion?
No.
Okay,
That worked at 5:30?
5:31. Okay, we are here today to determine the launch date for the official town website and to appoint a temporary website coordinator. Any discussion, folks?
Cutting is.
Hmm?
Cutting adjourn.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to bring to the attention of the select board some correspondence that came in regarding the coordinator's position. Let me just say, there are folks that I'm letting in. I'm going to put everybody on Zoom on mute. If you would like to speak, you can either raise your hand if you have your video on, or you can use the raise your hand icon. And this way we will be able to allow people to get in a more coordinated fashion.
Could you identify the people that you have on?
Yes, we have, I hope everybody's labeled, we have Sherwood Lake, we have Pat Corbett, we have Eileen Fahey, we have Sean Marrow, and a woman that is EK. And if she speaks, I'll get her name.
We're not identifying the people that are in the room here for them, so I was just wondering why we would identify the people that are there.
Well, because I think,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm just,
Yeah.
okay.
well, actually,
I understand the question, I just wanted.
I think that if they're watching, I think if they're watching on Zoom, they can see,
Yes,
They can see us.
when,
Right.
they can see you guys, and then when he pans to the audience.
Right.
Okay, so there was some correspondence about this. I have 2 letters of interest. 2 people have emailed saying that they would be interested in being appointed the website coordinator. That is Sherwood Lake and Pam Corbett. So we know we have 2 people interested. I also contacted, because I've been working with EcoPixel to load up all those documents that we have to load up. And I asked them to send what they think a coordinator's duties would be, and what would be helpful to them and what they think. That's also in here. I can tell you that their major concern is that the open meeting law requirements are consistently fulfilled in a timely basis. And so their one concern about having volunteers is making sure things are done consistently and on time. That was their one concern. Their other concern is that they want one person to deal with, they don't want multiple people to deal with. So it was the 2 primary things that EcoPixel said. They also gave a description that basically the coordinator coordinates making sure that things get posted, and obviously posted in timely fashion, if it's regarding open meeting laws, and that they field questions, but that people who are uploading to the website, if they have technical issues, they would not go through a coordinator. EcoPixel has asked them to use the support the support aspect, because they want to deal with the technical issues. They don't want anybody else trying to fix stuff on the website. That was all I had to give an update on.
I have some thoughts, but I'd like to hear from the board.
So it sounds like they really want someone who is going to be the one that's posting, keeping up with the open meeting law requirements, posting minutes, posting warnings, and making any kind of small decisions, yes, we can push these updates or something. But some of that is pretty readily accessible for that, right?
Yeah.
No thoughts? Okay, one of my thoughts is that we have listed it as temporary website coordinator, so I'd like to entertain the thought of Connie being the temporary website coordinator and other people who are willing to donate their time as indicated work under her for a specific period of time until we get everything clicking along well. and then we can revisit, we can even set a hard date on it. That's my thought. I don't know if anybody has any thoughts in the audience. Yes?
I want to make sure I have the history correct. Because it's my understanding that the select board appointed whatever, a website committee. And those are the people that have been working to develop the website, that got the RFP, got the website going, and have some sort of more technical knowledge about websites, perhaps. And I know that Pam Corbett, I think, was on that committee, might have been vice chair, I don't remember. No, not on that committee?
No,
She was
she's
on the committee.
on the website committee?
I think she is.
I mean, I'll let Pam speak for herself, but I believe she was on the emergency management committee. The website committee was myself, Corey, you, Lenka, Tyler Burns, I think one or two other people. I don't remember Pamela being part of that committee. And I will just say that committee was specifically tasked with researching with the RFP, not with the website development. Now, Corey then continued on and made himself a point of contact with EcoPixel, which was not at the direction of the board, and that was not what the purpose of the committee was. But there was also no technical expertise present on that committee. It was really just about researching what are the kinds of things that needs to go into the RFP, but none of us really were kind of web developers in any sense.
Well, I wasn't saying, web developers.
Well, had any kind of tangential technical expertise there.
Oh, okay.
And I think the bottom line is we have a good website right now that we can go forward with and be positive about. And it's just how are we going to structure that, and that's what this meeting is for.
I would also add that one of the other things that I would see this individual doing is there are a number of, and the website I think is a wonderful step forward, but there are a number of little things that need to be cleaned up. And I would see the coordinator being kind of a point person to do that. Just looking, the old town reports didn't make the transition, for instance. And those are pretty handy to have
Of
around.
course they are, I use them all the
I
time.
think they are up now.
Pardon?
They may be up now.
I checked an hour ago,
That's
and the
interesting.
current one is up there, but there's not the historical town reports.
Okay.
So that'd be something to follow up.
Yeah, I was looking at them.
The list of appointed positions has got a bunch of duplicates and things. I mean, none of this is major, but, you know, there has to be a point of contact to say, hey, I was looking at the website, I see these things, you know, they probably should be corrected. So, you know, I think that back to the watching town open meeting laws, I would think that would be another function that we would be looking to have that person do.
So, Connie, we brought your name up, and it was also brought up from EcoPixel in the emails. Is that something you'd be open to doing?
I am happy to do what the board directs me to do. I'm happy to work with somebody else. I feel fairly confident that the select board and the planning commission meetings will go up, and all the relevant documents will go up on a regular and consistent basis, whether I'm a coordinator or not, because those are the important ones for,
Well, that's your job
that's
anyway.
my job. So I'm happy to work with, you know, Pam or Sherwood, or do it, you know, for a little while, you know, whatever you guys.
And you have the ability to go in and edit and upload regardless of coordinator role.
I do,
You
yes.
currently have that ability.
So that's not our thing. If you so choose. Should we hear from Pam
Steve?
and Sherwood?
Hey,
I
good.
think that'd be better. Is that Steve calling?
No, we said it at the last select board meeting, and then it's been posted.
Now he's mad.
Talk to him about it.
Okay. Are you on your way down, or are you gonna hang home?
The other thing that was,
Okay.
and maybe this is the next
Okay.
element of that agenda item, is also to
Yeah.
turn the website on.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Correct, well, that's what we're having this to get our ducks in a row to launch.
Well, that's the other decision that we need to make tonight, the select board.
I think we should hear from Pam and Sherwood about.
Okay,
Or should we have a motion on the floor first? I don't know how we should do that, folks.
I don't know what the motion would be until you did make a recommendation. All right, so Sherwood, if I can take you off mute. Ask to unmute. And it didn't work. There we go.
Oh, are you there?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. My thoughts about it are, I like the idea of committee to deal with it. Yeah, sometimes it's easy to just make the decision. Other times it's input is better, a lot better. I would suggest, I've worked with Pam before on quite a few things, and I would suggest that eventually she became the full-time person, or the person that's being the coordinator, if she's willing to do that. I was looking at it as you need somebody kind of right away and to get this thing over the line. And I am willing to help do that
Thank you.
if you need it.
Thank you.
Sherwood.
All right, I'm gonna Sherwood put you back on mute, and then I'm assuming Pam, you are. Oh, yep. Pam should be up and running. Can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I agree with what Sherwood had to say. I do think, especially as we're all kind of learning this system, to have a couple people to bounce ideas off of is fine with me. I did attend the training. I was not part of the committee, but I did attend the training a week or so ago. So along with everybody else, I am trying to learn the system.
Yes.
All right, so Pam, I'm just gonna put you on mute. So the one thing I just want to emphasize is that we have, I'm a believer of committees. I really like committees, but that EcoPixel has asked for one point person to be their point person. And I also want to make clear that EcoPixel reiterated that this is run by the select board. It's a select board website. And so I just want to make sure that if we form a committee, that the committee knows that they're a select board committee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give my opinion. I think I like the committee idea, but there still needs to be a point person. There needs to be someone, I feel, that technically represents as much as I say, as I understand the public meeting laws, and that we need to make sure that is followed. And having one person, I actually feel that it should be someone that works in this building. And I understand having a committee that helps support it. You need to have a redundant system. That person can get sick, be in the hospital, anything like that, goes on vacation. We still need to have that communications taken care of for the open meeting law. That it wouldn't be bad to have a redundant system and have one person, but I always felt that it should be at least one of them that's on the payroll.
So,
That would make sure that everything is being
and
kept.
I think Connie's willing to be that person temporarily. She has a big workload for the amount of hours that she's allowed herself to work. This would be pressing up against that limit, and she's happy to do it temporarily. And she would, and if Sherwood and Pam are willing to work with her and have a committee with that, that would work.
So I would like to make a motion to appoint Connie Holt as the interim website coordinator until the incoming select board appoints.
And launch, would it be the
Second.
same?
Launch is the second question.
The launch is the second question, yeah. We got a second from Rob.
So
Okay,
if you could just, because.
Yes.
If you could just state it again.
Yeah. So the motion is to appoint Connie Holt as the interim website coordinator until the incoming select board appoints a permanent coordinator for the next year.
and then, okay, so
We have a
then,
second from
and
Rob.
we have a second
Rob's.
from Rob. And then, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, I've got everybody. Okay, so then the second motion, are you making that?
If I can just address, the website is by tomorrow morning, I just have one more thing to do with EcoPixel and then it's ready to launch.
Okay.
So if we can get permission from the select board to launch it tomorrow,
Yeah.
I think it may take a little while, it should be live by Monday. But I'll find out.
Or tomorrow. They said they could do it within a matter of hours.
Again, I don't know what time we'll be done with them in the morning, but we'll find out what the timeline is from them, but certainly by
So,
Monday.
I would like to make a motion to launch the website as soon as practicable, if it is tomorrow or if it is Monday if needed, but. Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
And that is the business to be dealt with, so then there would be a motion to adjourn this meeting, so we can then move to the next one.
Motion to adjourn.
second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.